Welcome to Mondays with May from Arts for All. My name is Mélissa. I am a teaching artist with Arts for All. If you've had me in your classroom or if you've been watching, you might recognize me as Miss May. Hello. For those of you that don't know Arts for All offers accessible, artistic opportunities to children in the New York City area. And we are always working to incorporate our 5 core values, working to build self-confidence, self-expression, teamwork, resilience, and creativity in children. And while our focus does remain in New York City through all of our virtual learning opportunities, we're so happy to have children from anywhere be able to join us, like on Mondays with May, right here with me. I'm coming to you from my apartment in Brooklyn, New York, on Lenape land. I wonder where you might be watching from. Make sure you tell us in the comments whether you're watching live or on the replay. Tell us where you're tuning in from. All right, everyone, it's time for us to dive in and start with our warm-up. As we warm up, you can copy me as best you can, but only do things that feel safe and feel good on your body and in your space. I'm going to start by standing up. And I'm going to send my energy upwards. What does upwards energy look like and feel like on your body today? For me, I'm reaching towards the ceiling. I'm going up on my toes. I'm kind of rocking back and forth on my feet. Lifting my chest high. Now let's send our energy downwards. That could look different day to day, body to body. What does downwards energy look like on your body today? And upwards energy again. Upwards energy. I feel like climbing for my upwards energy today. And downwards energy. I feel like kind of shaking my body all the way down. Good. Now we are going to reach and stretch over to one side and say, ooh. Let that voice out. Ooh. And reach and stretch the other way and let out a big ah. Ah. You get your voice warmed up too. And now my feet are spread apart. I'm going to bend my knees and open wide and say, wow, 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 wow. And do and say, twist. Another way, twist. I'm going to put those together with an ooh. Ah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Twist. Twist. One more time. Ooh. Ah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Twist. Twist. Nice. Now we're going to isolate our heads by looking up to the ceiling and down to your toes. Up to the ceiling and down to your toes. Ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes, ceiling, toes, up and down. Nod your head. Say yes. Uh-huh. 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 Say yes. Uh-huh. 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 Now look over one shoulder, over the other shoulder. Gently over one shoulder, over the other shoulder. Look from shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. Shake your head back and forth. Say no. No way. No way. Uh-uh. Say no. No way. Say no means no. All right, now we're going to move our shoulders like a bicycle. Bicycle those shoulders and switch direction. That feels pretty good. And I'm going to bring my shoulders up in a shrug, say, I don't know, and drop them. Up in a shrug, say, oh, no, not sure. And release and drop. Up again, say, I don't know, and drop them. Up and down and give them a little shake, 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 shake. Now we are going to shake our entire bodies, fingers, toes, all around. And we're going to count down from 10 to 0. Here we go. Count with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Well, friends, it is the month of May. And here in the United States, during the month of May, we celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month is a time for people that are part of that community to celebrate their heritage and for everyone to take time to learn more about the heritage and give appreciation for all the contributions folks from the Asian American and Pacific Islander community have given us so far. This month, we've talked about ways of sharing and learning about heritage through stories, through food, and another way is learning about traditions and celebrations. In the book we're going to read later today, we're going to learn about a holiday called Basant. It's a holiday that is to celebrate the arrival of spring by flying kites. Now, a lot of people believe that the first kites were flown in China over 2,000 years ago. That's kind of a long time ago. So I am going to share my screen with you. We are going to look at the map. We have been looking at the map each week and noticing where we are. So I'm guessing that most people watching with us are watching from the United States. Maybe you're watching from someplace else. Make sure you tell us where. This is the United States. And over here, starting over here, we have some islands in here that are so small on this map you can't see them yet. And over here, some more islands that are part of the Pacific Islands. And this is Asia over here below Russia, next to Africa. So we said some people believe the first kites were flown in China. Here's China. The book we're going to read today is about Basant, which is mostly celebrated in Pakistan, which is here. And the music we're going to dance to later is from an artist from India, from Mumbai, India, which is right over here. As you can see, Asia and the Pacific Islands are big. It's a lot of different places. So unfortunately, we haven't been able to highlight every single place, but we've been getting to highlight quite a few of these places, which is very exciting. So, are you all ready to read a book? Let's get ready. Today's book is called King for a Day. Guess where I got this book? Of course, I checked it out from the library. You know, Miss May loves the library. So I am borrowing this book from the library. It's called King for a Day by Rukhsana Khan, illustrations by Christine Kromer. Look at all these beautiful kites. This book is so cool. The illustrations in this book are really special. It's mixed media. That means that you can tell that there were a lot of different kinds of materials used to make the pictures for this book. So in the beginning, it tells us Basant is a spring kite festival celebrated all across South Asia. Insha Allah means if God wills. It's an Arabic phrase. And Malik is an Arabic name meaning king. Malik or Malik. Basant is the most exciting day of the year. With feasts and music and parties, people celebrate the arrival of spring, and many will make their way to the rooftops of Lahore to test their skills in kite flying battles. Dun, dun, dun. I'm up early. My brother and sister arrive, still rubbing sleep from their eyes. My brother asks, Malik, is that all you made? My sister says, how can you be king of Basant with only one kite? It's called Falcon. Inshallah, it will be fast enough. I send my brother many blocks downwind so he can catch the kites I will set free. So, can we tell that Malik is the one here in white? He's the one telling this story. And we have little brother and sister here with. And you can see the townspeople. You can see other people getting ready to fly their kites. Oh, there's the bully next door. Ha! It's time to make him pay for hitting me and throwing stones at my sister. Oh my goodness. What a bully. Have you ever known a bully? Ooh, that's not nice. Well, Malik thinks it's time for some payback. Let's see what's going to happen. He says, I'll get back at him with Falcon. Remember, Falcon is the name of his kite. The bully shouts at us, calling my sister a bad name. My sister yells right back, but when she turns around, I can see she's hurt inside. Yeah, if anyone's ever been mean or bullied you or called you a bad name, even if you put on a brave face, that stuff does hurt. It's not very nice. The breeze lifts the bully's huge kite. His kite is so big. I nickname it Goliath. It must have cost a fortune. Falcon is small, but built for speed. I let out enough of my special string for my sister to carry Falcon to the edge of the roof. Don't step on the tails, I cry. Don't rip them. Hoo, Goliath is the bully's kite. It does look very big, but let's see what Falcon can do. On the count of 3, my sister jumps. 1, 2, 3, jump! I tug on the string. Falcon leaps into the sky. I'm ready to attack. I work my string, dipping Falcon so it circles Goliath. Because it is so big, Goliath is slow. My kite string rubs the bully's kite string. Snip! I have sliced it. Goliath flies free. The bully string drops from the sky like a fishing line with nothing on the hook. Whoa! Way to go, Falcon! Goliath is going down. Now, this is some very skilled kite flying. The bully picks up his other kite. Oh no, another kite, a smaller, faster kite. He gets it climbing on the rising currents of air until it's almost as high as Falcon. I take a deep breath, bracing myself. The bully's kite circles, trying to trap Falcon. I move away, watching closely for the next attack. The bully pulls his kite left. Quickly, I pull down as hard as I can, sending Falcon into a steep dive. Let up, Malik, my sister yells. You're going to crash. Just before Falcon hits the rooftop, I pull it up and around several times, snagging the bully's string so he cannot get it free. I reel in the bully's kite so my sister can grab it. The bully's done. He has no more kites. He storms downstairs. Uh-oh. I think we have sufficiently upset the bully. I move on to other kites. It's easy for Falcon to pluck them from the sky as if it really is a bird of prey. Look at all these beautiful kites, so many different designs and colors, and all the children look like they're having a really fun time. Big kites, little kites, fancy and plain, even kites made of old newspapers. Sometimes I catch them in groups, making wide circles around clusters of kites. Falcon slashes through their strings. For a while, the kites fly where the wind carries them. When they land, they'll belong to whoever finds them. But at least they will have tasted freedom. Inshallah, I really am king of Basant today. If God wills, I really am king of Basant today. This is a lot of kites. Falcon's doing really good. So many beautiful colors. Throughout the day, my brother brings some of the kites I have freed up to the roof. Among them is Goliath. My sister stacks them in a pile. Sometimes loose kites float close enough for me to catch. Falcon tangles their strings and I draw them in. My sister catches some too. She uses a long bamboo pole that she topped with thorns. If I am king, she is queen of Basant. Now that is a pretty clever tool that sister made. And look at that big pile. At the end of the day, we have a big pile of kites. I choose the two I want. Then my brother and sister get their picks. After they have chosen, they start back downstairs. My sister says, Malik, you coming? Not yet. The sun is setting on a magnificent day. I want to stay up here to watch, to feel the cool breeze. I want to make my day last a little longer. Suddenly, I hear yelling from below. The bully pushes a young girl to the ground. Then he grabs her kite and runs into his house. The girl gets to her feet, sobbing. She heads down the alley, trailing the kite string behind her. This bully just won't stop. Something makes me pick up Goliath and drop it over the side of the roof. It floats, slicing the air side to land close beside her. Oh, the bully took this little girl's kite, but Malik is sending the bully's big kite, Goliath, down to her. The crying stops. The girl picks up Goliath, I duck just as she looks up to see where it came from. When I look again, she's dancing along. Then she rounds the corner. She's gone, but she doesn't know where the kite came from. Malik kept it a secret. One by one, the stars come out till they shine down like a million jeweled kites. My day is done. I am no longer king of Basant. It's time to go downstairs and join my brother and sister. We have many stories to tell of Falcon's triumphs, and tomorrow I will start designing a new kite, an even better kite for next Basant, when, inshallah, God willing, I will be king again. It's a beautiful scene of the night sky and some fireworks there too, I see. And here is some information about Basant. Now, I was wondering, why does Malik keep cutting down everyone's kites? That doesn't seem very nice. But when I read this page, I learned that that's part of the festival. That's part of the tradition. So people use special kinds of strings. Sometimes they would use sharper strings to make their kites to see how many kites they could collect. So that's part of the whole thing. So in case anyone was confused, Malik was not being a bully. That's kind of what I was wondering at first. So I wanted to make sure I clear that up. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed today's book. It's called King for a Day by Rukhsana Khan, illustrated by Christiane Kromer. Now let's get ready for our 60-second dance break. For today's 60-second dance break, we are dancing to a song called Kite by Falu. Falu is a Grammy award-winning musician who has incredible collections of music for families that celebrate South Asian culture. And here is Kite. Let's get up and dance.
When I look at the sky on a sunny day, I can see my kite flying all the way to my dreams, flying high around my friends in the park. Come and see my kite. Come and see my kite. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la, get the kite, make it fly. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la, get the kite, make it fly.
We're back. I'm going to get in a comfortable position. I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce here. And let's cool down with some big breaths. I'm going to use my hands to scoop the air around me. Breathing in through my nose, letting it out through my mouth. Again. One more. Give yourself a big squeeze and a pat on the back. And I want you to remember that you can use these big breaths anytime you're feeling worried or anxious or upset. It's a good way to calm yourself back down sometimes. Give yourself a little squeeze. I was inspired by today's book and song to make a kite of my own. So I got together with my nieces to make some kites, and I want to show you how it went for us.
When I look at the sky on a sunny day, I can see my kite flying all the way to my dreams, flying high around my friends in the park. Come and see my kite. Come and see my kite.
So I don't think that ice cream cake is part of the tradition, but I wanted an ice cream cake, so I got an ice cream cake to celebrate too. And this is my kite I made, and I decorated it with things that reminded me of spring. So what I learned making the kite is that you definitely need some wind once you got it going. You might need to take a running start, and thankfully we had a little bit of wind, but I think it would have worked better on an even windier day. This was pretty easy to make. I'm going to leave a link in the comments of the instructions we followed to make our kites. I just used a regular piece of paper for mine. My nieces used coloring book paper so that they could color their designs on it. If you make a kite, let's see it. Let me see it. Share your kites or any artwork you've been doing with us at learnmore@artsforall.org. I want to see what you come up with. Another thing to do is to keep being curious, keep learning about Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage through stories, food, learning about traditions, and even looking at the map to see where these places are that are represented in that group of people and heritage. That's all for us. I have just a few announcements. Voice Power is still available from teaching artist Darian Deshawn. It's available till the end of this month to watch on YouTube. Link will be in the comments. If you haven't caught it yet, head on over to check that out. If you've been watching Mondays with May, would you take a quick moment to fill out a survey? Give us your feedback. Let us know how you've been enjoying the program. And also, if you could rate us on Great Nonprofits, there's a link in the comments if you'd like to do that to help out Arts for All. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and joining us today. Next week is a holiday, so I won't be with you live, but I hope you all enjoy your holiday, and I'll see you after that. Bye-bye. Have a great week.
When I look at the sky on a sunny day, I can see my kite flying all the way to my